Imagine this, you are loading into a Counter-Strike match, ready to play, but instead of just a game, you've unknowingly opened the door to hackers who could infect your computer with malware, steal your data, or even take full control of your system without you even noticing. The truth about Counter-Strike hidden threats is here. Watch now or
pay the price.
In CSGO, maps are stored as binary space partitioning or BSP files. These files contain everything needed to render a map, geometry and textures. When you join a server, your game downloads the map's BSP file to load the environment. In 2018, security researchers found serious flaws in how CSGO's NAP file loader processed these BSP files. Specifically, there were vulnerabilities known as stack buffer overflow and heap-based memory corruptions. These are technical terms, but essentially they mean that a maliciously crafted BSP file could trick the game into running harmful code. For example, imagine joining a server to play a custom map. If that server is run by a malicious actor, they could host a temporary BSP file that exploits these vulnerabilities. Once your game loads the map, the attacker could execute arbitrary code on your computer. This might mean installing malware, stealing sensitive data like passwords, or even taking full control of your system. This issue came to light during the real-world CTF 2018, a cybersecurity competition where researchers exploited a stack buffer overflow in CSGO's map loader. Security researcher Niklas Berlund, known as Niklas, used fuzzing, a technique where you feed malformed data to a program to find bugs, to uncover 3 stack-based and 5 heap-based vulnerabilities in just 3 days. Valve patched the stack overflow quickly after it was reported through their bounty program on HackerOne, but some heap-based issues were left unaddressed as they required a full exploit to be considered critical. Valve pushed a new update introducing the Panorama UI, a major overhaul of CSGO's user interface. Built using HTML and JavaScript, it's similar to web technologies you'd find in a browser, but with great power comes great responsibility and some vulnerabilities. Researchers discovered that the Panorama UI was vulnerable to a man-in-the-middle attack, or MITM, which could lead to cross-site scripting or XSS. In simple terms, an attacker could intercept the game's communication with external resources, like the newsfeed on the main menu, and inject malicious JavaScript code into the game's UI. This was possible because the game loaded some resources like the newsfeed from blog.counterstrike.net over an insecure HTTP connection instead of HTTPS, while redirecting this traffic, and by tampering with your network's host file, an attacker could run their own code within CSGO. This could let them manipulate game settings, access cheat-protected variables, or even execute harmful code on your computer, potentially compromising your system. Beyond direct system compromise, 2018 also saw concerns about information leaks in CSGO. Some vulnerabilities allowed attackers to obtain sensitive data like players' IP addresses from game servers or lobbies. While not as severe as remote code connection, these leaks could still cause trouble. For example, knowing your IP address, an attacker could launch a DDoS attack to overwhelm your internet connection, kicking you offline during a match. Worse, this information could be combined with other exploits to target you more effectively. While specific details about 2018 InfoLeaks exploits are less documented, later reports like one from 2021 suggest that vulnerabilities in CSGO's networking could have been present earlier, exposing players to risks. In conclusion, while CSGO is an incredible game, the exploits of 2018 show that even gaming can come with security risks.